It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Hey, there goes 480. Go to 54, go to 54, line. Go to 54, line.
Prescott looks to throw on first, escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Come on, set. Get the flag. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Hey, look. Look. Let's run.
The quick feet by Jackson. 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 49 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now Prescott. Forced out to his left. Pass incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Oh, he shifts past him. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
We got 4. We got 4.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Going to 53.
Prescott on first down. Flush to his right. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
A first down throw for Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott rolling to his right. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. On third down, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. That is caught at the 7th. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 31 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal.
Check 26, check 26.
That's caught at the 3. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play. In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
55, Mike, guys, 55. Let's go. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
He may try and run for this. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case,
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Go. 41, Mike. Here we go, 47. Here we go. 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 21 yards there on third down. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to...
They would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take
13.
over. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Under. 47. 41 Mike, right here. 41
A second down throw for Prescott, eluding the pressure right. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Cyrus Jones picks it, and the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Cooper was the intended target.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board. One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it, because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Free buck. That's it. Mark 55. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Check 31. 49, check 49.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 18. And the third quarter starts with a run by Ingram. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be second and 11.
At the 16-yard line.
Here we go. Go. What do you want?
Jackson. And he's going to be brought down. Back back at his own 6-yard line.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
They'll roll him out right. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here's Sam Cook now. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Sam Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chris Wormley, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive back. The passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Prescott to throw on 4th. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Come on, QB, come on. Alert flare, alert flare.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Jackson to throw. Escape. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop the...
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The sack by Robert Quinn.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Here we go. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
And he's got room. And now look at him go. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 82 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, plays like that make the O coordinator look like a genius, but I don't think he saw that play going that well.
No, I don't think so either. But, boy, it all worked out perfectly. They caught them in the right defense. Guys dropping off into coverage, their eyes averted somewhere else. And guess what? He filled the void with his legs.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they take over already.
This is the bad, the things that are bad that can happen on Look, her costume got ripped.